listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the LOZ Podcast Network. My name is Ken Lawler. I'm the host of the show. I'm the developer of the LOZ app, and we talk each week to different people around town that are either businesses, they might be real estate agents, they might just be people we want to get to know better. I'm excited today because we have the boys from Lake Ride Pros. We got Jim, Nate, and Michael. Hello, guys. How you doing?
What's up, Ken? How we doing?
Awesome. I see you're coming to us from one of your vehicles. What vehicle are you in right now?
Well, this will be our Sprinter. Seats 13 people. Nice diamond stitch, high-end leather seating, very comfortable. First row faces backwards. The rest of it's shuttle seating, as you can see.
It looks awesome. I mean, you know, you guys have some, I love the vehicles you guys have because you have a little bit of everything, whether it's just me wanting to ride around the lake to a different place, or I got a group down with me, or I've got a whole bunch of people with me. You guys can take care of all of that, can't you?
Pretty much. We handle everything from our Suburbans, which seat 7. We have multiples of those. And then we also have 4 buses, 2 of which are party buses that seat 14 people. And then the Sprinter, and then a big bus that has 37. So a little bit of everything. Even if we have a large group, we can send multiple SUVs. We can send the 2 small buses, kind of whatever's needed by the customer.
Yeah, and you guys, you know, you do a lot of project work down there, which I think is awesome. I know you were telling me, Jim, you know, you had a group of volleyball people, I guess a whole bunch of volleyballers that came in, and they were trying to move them from one side of the lake to the other, and you guys were the sole source, and you moved hundreds of people, right?
Correct. Yeah, actually, the one I think you're thinking of is a cheer camp that we moved a couple summers ago, and just through a logistical issue on their side, they all ended up at the same place, needing to go to the same place, and they had 92 of them. And they asked us, hey, is this something you can do? And we started counting seats in all of our vehicles. We got almost every one of our drivers to come out for that move, and just brought a convoy of vehicles, moved them all at one time.
And that's awesome. I mean, you know, anybody who comes to the lake, whether you're coming down with your family, whether you're coming down with a group of people, a bachelorette party, bachelor parties, family reunions, or even an event like you just talked about, you guys can handle it all. And I think that's so cool because, you know, look, you're the sole source in our app for people who are looking for rides. And we love the collaboration we do with you guys. You guys just aren't a company down here. You really promote the lake. You're kind of like what, you know, we do the same thing. We promote local. You guys do the same thing. You know, if I was going to tell somebody who is Lake Ride Pros, what would you say?
Well, we are the lake's premier transportation service. That is 100% true. We are local. All the guys are local. All of our drivers are local. We're going to get you where you need to go because we know where you need to go. We're familiar with the area. So that's not going to be a problem. At the same time, we also promote the lake by covering the whole state. If you need a ride from St. Louis or Kansas City Airport, Springfield Airport, or any other location for any other reason, you have a conference in St. Charles, for instance, we can help with that. We're not just at the lake, but we promote the activity at the lake while serving you from anywhere in the state.
I'll also touch on that, Ken. Also, the type of relationships that we have with local businesses are very, very important to us. Being able to promote resorts or construction companies, or, you know, people that are out here, you know, boat captains. Those are the type of people. It's a collaboration between a lot of different companies, and to promote the Lake of the Ozarks as the lake continues to grow. As you know, I've been at the lake since '91, and I've never seen growth at the lake like this. And so it's a great time to be at the lake. It's a great time to visit the lake. So we want to make sure everybody is able to capitalize on that and have a good time, whether you're visiting, you want to move here, whatever. Creating those types of relationships are very important to all three of us.
Absolutely. Yep.
And having a good time, and having a safe good time, right? I mean, look, there's a lot of places that'll grab you. You know, if you're looking for a quick ride from somebody, you don't know if they've been checked out. You don't know what the background is. You've got a lot of, you know, with these bachelorette parties, a lot of single women down here that are moving around, trying to get different places and stuff. And safety is number one. And you guys, I know, go way above and beyond. Talk a little bit about the difference between a safe ride and a risky one.
Well, the safe side of it, for one, all of our guys are properly trained. They're not only going to be trained on how to interact with the customer, how to provide our level of customer service, which is next level, but how to operate the vehicle safely. You know, you don't have to worry about whether or not that person understands how to drive the vehicle that they have. We take that to heart. We spend a lot of time teaching them to be able to do that. At the same time, the background checks. We don't just stick a random person behind the wheel and turn them loose. That's not good for business. It's not good for the safety of the client. The last thing we ever want to do is have somebody feel uncomfortable around one of our drivers. And that's not going to happen. A lot of our drivers, like ourselves, are parents. We have kids. We have daughters. I don't want to turn her loose in a car. We should know the driver. So we keep that to heart. We're the ones that local law enforcement call. If you're in trouble on the side of the road, yeah, the person driving might be in a lot of trouble, but the rest of them aren't. They just need a safe ride home. And they'll call us direct. Hey, do you have a car available? Because they trust us.
Yeah, and that's important because Nate, the fact that safety is such an important thing to you guys. There's a lot of people moving on the lake. It's getting busier and busier, and I think that's just a huge advantage for people when they see that green light, man, they're going to be safe.
Absolutely. And on top of all that, we track all of our vehicles from the time they start to the time they get back to the shop. So we know where everybody's at any time.
Yeah. So, that's incredible. So, a little bit about, look, there's a lot of things going on. You got big weekends, obviously. You got concerts. You got people who just need a ride to work, right? I know that people can kind of call you guys on the last spur of the minute, but planning ahead's big, and you guys have a system they can do that. And you have you've done a lot with technology that allows people to plan a ride well in advance of when they need it, correct?
Absolutely. We have both our Android and our iPhone apps, both in both of the app stores. Even on top of that, you can book right straight from our website, lakeridepros.com, and just click the book button. It'll take you right over to either one of them.
And you can book right through the LOZ app. We have all those same portals in there for our guests that are down, and you can find them in the app, and you can hit a button and you can be scheduling those rides. And we love that collaboration we have with you guys. It's great.
So Ken, I'll touch on, not to interrupt you, but I want to touch on something else. We do everything from the technology side of it to the old school way that we started at, right? And that was, hey, I need a ride. And we get a text message. And, so people can still do that. If you can call our phone number, you can call our cell phone numbers. If you have a favorite driver, call them. You need a ride, call them. Is it a benefit to book in advance? Of course it is, because we get busy. All of our drivers get busy. So to ensure that you're not waiting around for another ride share or just for them to cancel, and then you're stuck at the amphitheater, you're stuck on the strip at 3:00 in the morning. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in harm's way. You can text us. You can go to our app. There's so many different ways to hit a button to get home safe. And that's kind of what we did. Why we did what we did is to make there's something for everyone. And that's important.
Yeah, and I know, and Mike, you and I talked a lot about it. You guys are so good to me. You guys actually took me to Springfield Airport about a month ago to get me to a flight out to Arizona, and it was great. I really enjoyed the experience and just seeing kind of how you guys work. And you were talking then about the fact that there's drivers out there at the lake right now who are maybe driving for a competitor. You want to talk to them. You want these guys to call you. You want to, let them know what they can do at your company. Because, you have openings, you have opportunities, and you guys are doing so much advertising and promotion. It's just going to bring more dollars to those drivers. So while you're not wanting every driver, you want the right drivers. You guys are always looking for people to come in, right?
Yeah. We're not like you can always approach us, right? And sometimes, we are looking for a certain type, but if you take pride in your work, and you want to deliver a service that is above and beyond the, get in and you're shoving people in your trunk, because we believe it. We've seen it, and it's ridiculous, right? Okay. But yeah, we are always looking to add on to our crew. We will pay better than the normal, right? I assure you. So yeah, don't give your money away to the national chains. There's no reason to do that. Not here, not whether you're driving at the lake. There's a lot of times where we're driving, there's a lot of cars sitting because they're waiting for that phone to ring or waiting for that app to ding, right? We're not sitting very often.
The thing I think that's so cool about you guys is you try to make it an experience for people. It's not just a ride. You guys are, you're part of the lake. You're out there. You understand what's going on. You probably have some great information for groups that come in on. They might be looking for places to go, and you can kind of steer them like, hey, this is how I would set up the day, or this is how I might do it. Or, hey, we want to get a boat in the day. We want to have you guys at night. Great. Some of my guys are actually boat captains. I can set you up with that. There's a lot of things that you guys can do. So, groups should call you first before they make their plans and kind of get you guys involved. And I think you can help them out, right?
of course, and we do that a lot. A lot of times we'll get a phone call from a bachelorette, from the party planner from the group, and they just don't have the answers yet. We're not sure what we're doing here. I've got to ask 21 people what time we're going to dinner. We'll give them a little guidance down here. You need to talk to the bride, figure out what she wants, set the day. They'll come along, and kind of help them have the best trip they can have.
And you guys will make it a great experience. You work with people all the time. I mean, that's what's cool about it is you're not just booking a ride, you're booking an experience. I think that's amazing. That's what people are looking for. They're coming down here, they're spending a lot of money, they're spending time. They want to have a great, they want the photos to last. They want to be having fun and they want to be safe. And you guys, you hit all those things. So, I mean, we're so proud to have the collaboration with you guys in the LOZ app. We're so proud that you guys are here and that we're working with you. And we just think, it's so good for the lake to have a company like yours that's really dedicated to people having the most awesome time they can have, a safe time. This is we love having you on the podcast network. We're going to have you on again as we get into the spring and talk about some of the things you do. And we actually have some exciting things. We might actually be doing some broadcasting from one of your vehicles for a couple of events. So we're excited for all that. Thanks for coming on with us today, telling us about Lake Ride Pros. Guys, if you need a ride at the lake, you got to call these guys. Go in the app. Find them in one touch. You can go to their website. You can go to their app. I don't care how you do it. Call Lake Ride Pros. Make sure they're the ones on your trip and make it safe and make it fun and just to have an incredible time at Lake of the Ozarks. Guys, appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming on the show today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ken, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. That does it for another episode of the LOZ Podcast Network. We'll be back with you next week with another edition of the LOZ Podcast.